Apologies for swearing straight away on stream, and I'll also put my light on, actually. You can tell me, Chris, if you hear an echo as we speak.
All good, mine, mate.
Oh dear, let's get back on. Hello, 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 hello. Oh man. Let me know when you've tested the stream. But anyway, hello, Gfinity back again with another test. I'm here with Chris again. We're going to try out some Ark Raiders. Hopefully the audio is coming through okay. Chris is just testing it for me. So far, I've just entered the tutorial. I'm not 100% a fan of the graphics. I'll say that off the bat. Well, let's have a look what's in this car.
Hello, everyone.
How's the sound?
Sounding good. Yeah. Certainly on the stream, so hopefully everyone else can hear you all good, just as I can.
Nice. Okay, so it's just my headset that's going to have to suffer. If anyone does hear echo and they're in the chat, let me know. We'll fix it. So yeah, I'm just running through the tutorial of Ark Raiders. It's saying strange encounter. Oh, there's a guy up there. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of the graphics, Chris.
Yeah, so there is an echo when you speak, Alistair. But I can hear you all good. It's very weird. If anyone is watching this in the chat and they know more than us when it comes to microphone echo on PlayStation, let us know in the comments. Because we've been trying to figure it out and we can't pinpoint what's causing it.
Okay, so let me solve this. I'll just need to come off my headset. Okay, so the echo should be gone, but I'm just going to have to mute once I've finished talking, a bit like last time we streamed. Apologies for the break in streaming, but I was in Spain for Barcelona Games Fest. Oh. And before... I'm dead. Before that, my voice was gone.
Yeah, the echo's now cleared up.
It's really frustrating and really annoying that this has happened, so I have no idea what's been on. Anyway, I'll make my way through this. Do you roughly know how long the tutorial is, Chris? Can you talk a bit about Ark Raiders, because you've played a bit already? Talk a bit while I get through this for the guys.
Yeah, sure. So I've done the tutorial that people are now watching you play now. I have to say it's about 10 minutes maybe, if that. It's just sort of an introduction into all of the sort of mechanics and features, how things work. Sort of give you a little bit of a glimpse into what awaits you in Ark Raiders, what it's about. It's quite eerie, I thought, especially in that little bit you're playing now. It can get a little bit intense, a little bit freaky, but it's, I mean, it's a nice little introduction. It's good that they do this sort of thing. I mean, obviously, people that play sort of looter shooters and extractions will already be familiar with a few of these mechanics and features. But for those of you that are looking to sort of maybe get into these sort of games for the first time, and like I say, it's a nice little introduction. Pretty self-explanatory, as you can see on the screen. For obviously the little bit that I've played so far, which is the bit you're on now, Alistair, it's, I think it's quite easy moving things around. So I quite like that. I think when you're playing an extraction shooter, you want to move as quickly as possible. Obviously, a lot of looting's involved. So this, I found like I say, that quite smooth, quite plain sailing, which is good. Obviously, you're going to run into a few encounters with a lot of high intensity situations. Like I say, when you're looting on the go, you want that to be as quick and as smooth as possible, which I found. You're going to want to shoot that down. There you go. Oh, I got you. But yeah, like I say, as you just found out, Alistair, obviously my stream might be a little bit behind. But these robots, or the arcs as they're known in the game, they will punish you. So you've got to be careful. So yeah, this is the thing about this game, and I'm sure we'll probably find out a bit more about it in a little while whilst we sort of enter matches properly outside of the tutorial. But it's not just other players we're going to have to be aware of when we're out in this punishing world, by the looks of it, because there's going to be a lot of these arcs and robots around as well. So we're going to have to deal with them. So yeah, it's a game where quite clearly you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to it, pay a lot of attention to your surroundings, what's going on around you, near you. So yeah, it's from, like I say, from the little bit I've played already, it can get quite intense. You will need to pay attention. But yeah, a nice little intro that they put you through first, I think, just to get you familiar with the mechanics, like I say, and the features and how certain things work, and sort of what your mission's going to be. As you can see with this bunker, you need to extract through that, and that's not plain sailing either. You're going to have to sort of wall off any enemies or any threats that come your way, because when you do extract, it does raise sort of like an alarm bell, or it makes a lot of sound, so it'll attract players or nearby robots. So yeah, it's going to be an intense experience, I think. But one, I think if you get through it and you get a lot of valuable loot, if it's a successful raid, then it can also be quite rewarding as well. So looking forward to seeing what it has to offer as we get into it a little bit more after this tutorial.
Yeah, so it's quite hardcore where a few shots will take you down. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where you can become a bit of a bullet sponge. Well, maybe you can get armor and stuff that will help with this, but that drone earlier took me down pretty fast there. And I can see the intensity, but I mean, I'm playing on PS5 Pro, and graphically for a game that we're paying, because the base game's £32.99. I mean, the cutscenes are fine, but in game it doesn't look good at all compared to like Delta Force, that's a free game. It's also an extraction shooter, so I'm not sure. I'm not sold. That looks like you, Chris, old man.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. I thought we were going to get one of those insults in at least once tonight. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think it'll be interesting to see what it's like when we actually get into a proper match. See if it's any different. Obviously, the parts that we just played through in that tutorial there at night time, it's quite dark. So it'll be interesting to see what the daytime is like, see if that's any different. The fact that obviously this is still in the testing phase. Obviously, you can't really take everything at face value. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding at the end of the day with these sort of betas and tests. That you need to see what the final product's going to be like, I suppose. But yeah, I do see what you mean. And the fact, obviously, you're on the PS5 Pro, whereas I'm not. The fact that you still think that as well, and it's the same for you, is a little bit of a concern, I suppose. But like I say, I'll be interested to see what it's like when we get into a proper match and it's a different time of day, and see if that makes any difference at all.
That bed down here in Speranza sure beats sleeping outside, but it's getting pretty crowded.
topside, clean hands don't get the work done. The Raiders don't seem to mind. Everything has a price, and it's always higher than you think.
Going through like the character creation and everything after. Don't forget to unmute yourself, by the way, if you forget, just in case, because I haven't got the stream up at the minute.
Yeah, I finished the character creator. It's now going through like sort of mini opening cutscene. I kind of used all the origin stuff it was saying, so I just made my guy look like he's a vault boy from Fallout, which seemed like my best option there. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how gameplay actually is. But for a game that costs money, when there's free alternatives out there, I mean, the one I was looking forward to was Marathon by Bungie, and if obviously it got delayed, and it looked better than this, I would happily pay for it. This, like I said, Delta Force, we're going to be playing some of that soon when the Metal Gear Solid crossover comes out. Delta Force looks nicer than this, and it's technically a game that runs on mobile. It's not a good look for this on PS5 Pro at all. And I'm sorry, but if you're paying for a game when there's free alternatives that look nicer, looks do matter at that point.
The storm has mostly settled.
Yeah, 100%. I think if it was a free-to-play experience, then obviously you're a little bit more relaxed about it, aren't you? But this is going to be a game that you have to pay for. It isn't going to be free-to-play, despite sort of early rumours when it first came about that it would be, but it isn't. I think there's like a sort of a limited edition, or well, I don't know what exactly they're calling it, but more of a premium edition that players can buy as well. So that'll be a little bit more pricey than the original. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just getting into it a bit more and seeing what the world is like outside and in a full match during the day. So I know you get some games, don't you, where it can look like a totally different game depending on where you are and the setting at that moment in time, and the environment, the weather, the time of day. They can make a difference sometimes in games and the graphics and the way it looks. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what's even weirder about these audio issues this week is that the last time we were having audio off of you as well, so you were having to constantly mute, but this time it seems to be just me, even though I got my headset sorted, so I have no idea what the problem is. Like, I'm using my standalone wireless mic, and I had tried the headphone, plugged them both, so if anyone in chat knows, let us know. Obviously, check out GFinityEsports.com for any articles on ARC or other games. Battlefield 6 coverage is going ahead. I've still yet to play that game, but Chris is big into it just now. Let's just go for the first map. I'm just going to go ready. Move to safe pocket, is that what we need? Ready up? That'll do. Okay, so we're readying for a game, I guess. We'll see how this plays, but so far I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly make sure I've got everything on my loadout to take with us. Looks like we're fairly well stocked on ammo, supplies, bandages and stuff. Hopefully we don't need to use that stuff too much, but I'll now ready up as well. Hold down triangle, and then hopefully we are put into a game.
Yeah, the difficulty, and it might be a case of get good, but like that drone took me down pretty fast in the tutorial. And if they're that quick at taking you down in the main game, it could be quite frustrating losing all your loot constantly, because the only way you can progress in extractions are by leaving with goods to sell to buy upgrades, or leaving with guns. And I mean, okay, I'll give it. It doesn't look as bad in this area for some reason. Like, my character model and things look better. whereas in the tutorial it looked really bad. There's no favourable modes apart from turn off motion settings if you go into your actual settings menu. So there's no like PS5 Pro menu by any means. I guess it's to make it playable for more, but yeah, 100%. Even the lighting and stuff here, it looks far better. But I'm guessing we're online now. You can see here I'm showing everyone my backpack. I've got a gun, some quick use items. You can see the map here. So we've got, let's have a zoom out, see what we've got. It's a decent sized area. We've got 20 minutes to extract. And the whole proposition of so there's drones already above Chris, I can see, over to his left. The whole thing with extraction shooters is you have to explore, survive, usually NPCs and real life players, and extract. I don't know if this is going for hardcore or casual, but going by the fact that your stamina is none and the drone took me out in like 2 bullets, I think this could be a more hardcore experience. So I don't know where Chris wants to go. I don't know if he's done this mission. We're going to follow Chris's lead, because if you watch the Ready or Not stream, you can see that he at least thinks he knows what he's doing in these sort of games, even though he managed to get the hostage killed the minute I opened the door. But yeah, I'll pass you over to Chris and he'll tell us where we're going, and I'll just start following along.
You sit on a throne of lies, Alistair. But anyway, yeah, I mean, if we can try and tick off this quest that we've got on the menu, it shows up when you look at the map as well, on the left, picking up the pieces. Visit any area on your map with a loot category icon. So I'm just looking at the map now, and I think it's these bits that are highlighted in red or yellow. They contain loot because it says loot value medium or high, for example. I'm guessing the higher the loot value, the harder they could be in those areas. Might come up against more robots or enemies. So I'm thinking we go to the water treatment control. Hopefully. I'm just looking. Yeah, I think maybe we go there. I've set a waypoint. Hopefully you can see that as well, Alistair. Should appear on the screen. So let's go for that maybe. And yeah, see how we get on. But also wary that we've got 15 minutes, so we'll need to be fairly quick, but not too quick where we're wasting away our stamina. So keep an eye on an air out, and we'll see how this goes. I might go to the right here where this sort of these old buildings are, ruins, and check for any loot. But yeah, let's see how we get on.
Yeah, I always like games where you can instantly see where your teammates have left the waypoint, so that's good, but graphically this game's terrible. It's not even a giant map, if I'm being honest, and it just doesn't look good. This is, again, to anyone watching, this has been running a PS5. These Catkiss or Catkai here look terrible. Like, I'm sorry for moaning so much about the graphics, but if this was a free game, I genuinely wouldn't have these complaints. But this is the paid one, and I genuinely think Delta Force looks better. Oh, what is that? Somebody set up a flare. I don't know if that means we've been seen. I can't see anything anyway, but I'm trying to keep in the trees for cover simply because there's drones in this that are hardcore. Well, they're hardcore to me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll be shocked, but I'm sorry, but when it's a paid game and the graphics look like, I'm playing a PS5 Pro, these look like PS3, PS4 graphics. Maybe PS4, I may be being harsh, but why is this a paid game when it looks this bad? I'm not even sorry, Arc Raiders people. If your game was free, this would not be an issue. But I've got to make these comments. The water looks nice. I'll give them that. Like, this puddle looks damn good. But you're not going to be spending a lot of your time in the water, really, here, are you? and I'll try not complaining the whole stream about graphics, but it's hard not to when, yeah, this is a paid one. Yeah, it's interesting. I really want to get into the marathon stream, and I know they had some issues with copyright, and they blatantly stole some artwork and used it for the whole game. I hope they're paying that artist. The art style is cool, so the artist deserves to be paid. Hire that person and get him to do more, is what I say. And Bungie tend to get things right, whether you love it or hate it. Destiny functions, Halo functions, you know. So Marathon, I think, is going to be cool. It definitely looks nicer than this. It's weird how you've got like this lovely, realistic looking water with Fallout 4 level of characters, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm in a criticize the graphics mood. I don't see, and also there's absolutely nothing to do. I know I'm saying that and I'll probably get shot in the head, but there's absolutely nothing to do apart from head for your objective. I could say this looks like the bunker extraction, but I don't really want to leave without winning anything. So we're heading towards Chris's map point, which is way down here at the water treatment centre. And I think we've got some mechanical stuff here. Yes, this does not look like a PS5 Pro game at all, which is a shame at this stage, 6 years into the PlayStation 5's lifestyle. If you're charging for a game, and like I said before, Fortnite became the default battle royale game. I know PUBG kind of started it, but Fortnite's the mainstream one, and everybody's wanting to be the mainstream sort of extraction shooter. I'm sorry, Ark, I don't know if it's going to be you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll pass you back to Chris.
Yeah, I think you make some fair points there. I mean, if I'm on the base PS5, I'm not on the Pro. Well, what is that? I don't know. I didn't like the look of it. I didn't like the sound of it, so I shot it, and I got XP for it. So I guess I did a good thing. But yeah, you know, obviously I'm on a base PS5. I can kind of, you know, understand. I don't like these robots running around. It's freaking me out. We've attracted some attention.
I love how he says "we." Like.
Right. I've got an option here to pick up some stuff. I'm hearing some robots outside, which I don't really like. Breach and search. Right, cover my back. I don't know why I'm asking you to do that, because I just know it'll end really, really badly. I'm just going to loot everything.
Is there a loot all button? Sorry, Chris, you need to mute when you're not talking because I'm echoing now.
I think there is, but I'll have to double check. I'm sure I saw one earlier. Select all or something. I might have made that up, but I'm sure.
Oh, I don't like the drone outside. Do not like the drone outside. I don't think he likes me very much either, but... Oh no, he's electric. No!
He's down.
Sorry, my cat's digging up the blooming carpet. Don't have cats and carpets, people. It's not a wise idea. Like, I don't even know if I've got anything worth picking up. See, this is another issue I've got right now off the bat. I don't know if what I'm picking up's good or not. I know we've got the kind of generalized color scheme for looting games, and we've had it for years, but nothing's telling me that, oh, I really want that. I really should pick up that. Whereas when I was playing like Delta Force for a short time, I was finding stuff and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I probably should grab that. That looks good. I'll leave that. I I might need a few more goes of this, but initial thoughts are I don't want to play it again. And I know we've just started it, so that's pretty bad. Um, I could be looking at it the wrong way, but it's it's very if you're doing extraction, adding too much survival can be detrimental, and I think this stamina meter for sprints really annoying. Um, I don't know. I generally like I'm here, and I know I'm not great at these games, but I don't feel like we've done anything from coming here. And it feels like we've got 7 minutes, so we practically need to just try and extract, like at the marker you put down. Um, so what we'll do is I'm going off here. I'll probably die. No, didn't even die. So oh, I have to heal. Okay, so I did hurt myself. Heal thyself, as they say. So I think I'm healed with one bandage, which is great. Just so you know, kids, if you want to jump off roofs of buildings like I just did, if you've got a bandage in your pocket, you'll be absolutely fine. So what we're doing now is heading towards Chris's waypoint. I don't think I've got anything good extraction wise. Like none of the loot felt shiny and ooh, cool. Like that's a big problem. And I mean, I'm just not long off Borderlands 4. You're meant to have a nice feeling when you've got like cool loot. You're meant to be like, wow, like we might have been in the wrong place, but none of that felt cool. And I didn't set out tonight, Chris, by the way, to intentionally bash this game. And I know you're more into these style of games. Well, I like extractions, but you're more of a shooter guy than I am. Do you think this is going to be detrimental to the genre as a whole, trying to take over from battle royales? Because I think Marathon needs to hurry up and come out so Bungie can show people how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of hype around this game. I mean, obviously, the tests that have happened already were on PC, and unsurprisingly, the game did look absolutely stunning on PC. Obviously, on PC, certainly on high-end PCs, there's a lot more graphic options available, and a lot more ways to enhance those graphics and make them better than what we're seeing on our PS5s at the minute. So I certainly think it will be a lot more popular on PC. And I do see it being quite a big success on PC, just based on everything that's been said about that, the performance on PC at the moment. But the thing is, with extraction shooters like this and extraction shooters, they can all be very samey, can't they? They all do the same thing. They've all got the same goal, the same objective, a lot of the same mechanics. So what my question is heading into this is what is it going to do differently? What's going to be so unique about it that it's going to bring players in from other extraction shooters and want to play this one all the time? After that first playthrough there, I don't have a lot of answers at the minute. Obviously, it's still early days. That's the first game, but like you said, I didn't sort of have that experience just then where I was picking up loads of stuff and I was like, wow, this is awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, look what I've found. This is going to come in really handy. Nothing stood out, like you said. I thought the shooting, the combat with the robots, it felt quite smooth. It felt pretty decent. Obviously, we yet to find any players, but yeah, I think, and it's the case with any extraction shooter, like I say, is what is it going to do differently? What's going to be so unique about it? What's so special about it compared to the rest of the competition? And there's a lot of competition. You've obviously mentioned a few of the names earlier, but it is a type of game where there is a lot of competition, and It's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. In terms of the graphics being I don't know if it's going to be a make or break. It looks good enough to play. Like I'm not myself. Obviously, I know you feel a little bit differently, especially as you're on the pro. But it's not like affecting me to the point where it looks so bad I don't want to play it. I certainly think that certain areas of the game, when you're playing in certain times of the day, it looks better than others. But yeah, I mean, initial impressions after that is that it was an okay experience, but I haven't been blown away at the minute. But I think, like I say, maybe if the intensity's picked up a little bit, we go up against some players, we find some more exciting loot, I suppose. Then it might change my feeling on it. It's interesting actually, as I'm saying this, I'm sure you probably saw it as well. You had the option to give some round feedback. So it's obviously something the devs are looking at and listening to, like how much fun you just had in that round. How much did you enjoy the last round? You can put hated it, sort of in the middle, or loved it. I'm just going to go in the middle. Like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how likely are you to purchase Arc Raiders? So obviously they are taking into account just how much people are getting out of the experience, how much fun they're having. Which, look, it's a good thing, but maybe it's also a sign that the devs are a little bit wary of exactly the point I was making a little while ago. Like, is this because obviously I know it's standard practice when you're doing a test, you want to see what players think of it, obviously, but is it also an indication that they're looking to see what they can get out of this game, like what else they can do that separates it from the rest? So again, I'm just in the middle of how likely I am to purchase at the minute, because I haven't experienced anything breathtaking, but I haven't been sort of left disappointed as such at the moment. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much more we can get out of this playthrough in the time we're on it.
Yeah. So what I've just done there is I went to the vendors, and I think I've wasted a lot of money on some binoculars, and I've had a look at the map, and it seems to be on this test. We've only got the damn battlegrounds there. And I know what you're saying about high-end PCs, right? And there's going to be PC connoisseurs out there scoffing, but PS5 Pro should be looking better than it does for me. So we've got the Blue Gate, Stella Montis, which are tubes and stuff. Space. So they do have some varied environments, I will give them that, okay? But each of them being the size of the damn battlegrounds we've just played, you're only getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps. And if they're all that similar size, which we don't know now because we won't know till launch, we're only in this server slam. If these maps are going to all be that size, they're going to get very boring very quick, because, I mean, once you get better at the game and you upgrade, you're going to be able to see more of the map very quick, and 5 maps isn't a lot. And again, this is a paid game. Like, maybe next week, well, I don't know if you want to do Battlefield next week, we'll do another game next week for our next test, but Delta, I really want it. I might stream myself one night and just go through Delta Force. It's a free game, and this is not sponsored by Delta Force in any way, shape or form, but if they do want to send me the Solid Snake skin, I'll take it. Delta Force looks nicer. I prefer the shooting in it. Like I spoke about earlier, when I started looting things, even in my first match, I felt that I was achieving something. I don't really feel like I achieved much there, and I'm sorry, but I'm on a PS5 Pro, so the PC that I could afford isn't probably going to be much better than a PS5 Pro if I was a gaming PC guy. So I'm not impressed. It just seems to me unoptimized for a PS5. For a paid game, this is my point. If this was like a free title with Battle Pass and such like, and I know there's probably a store in it anyway, you can buy stuff, but I'm really disappointed. I'm not a huge fan of the third person either. It feels more like Rust or something. you know, those sort of games. There's something about the animations that's slightly clunky, and I might be being too harsh on it. I definitely won't be the one to review this on the site. It's definitely not one for me. But I would, I would like to see. It seems as if there's a giant map here. Okay, so if you go to the map selection, you can see Rust Belt Ridge, the Volcano Rise, Big Balls, Treecus. But at launch, you're only getting 5 areas, right? By the looks of it, not counting the practice range, right? Because it's just practicing. Um, when are they going to open the next area? They need to make sure there's a steady stream of maps for this, I think. After seeing the dam, if they're all about the same kind of size. I mean, the spaceport, if you look, I don't know if this is the right way, but if you look up that way, to the left of the spaceport in my screen, it looks slightly bigger, I suppose. And the buried city maybe looks more varied with more buildings. But I don't know. We'll do another round. See if it changes our mind any. At the moment, I preferred our last stream of Ready or Not. I preferred that game to this. Like you said, you made a very good point, Chris, where you said that in a market where everybody's like trying for the top spot, you need to do something to stand out, or you need to make me feel like, oh, great, I've really done well, even when you haven't done well. And I mean, we done the basics there. We didn't meet any other players, which is obviously it could happen during this quite a lot. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's dive into this next one. Let me know when you're ready, Chris, and you've sold all your stuff to the trader and you bought the expensive binoculars that I don't even know if I'll use. Let me know when you're good to go and we'll confirm. Anyone in the chat like this game, let me know. Let me know if I'm doing anything. Well, I'm obviously playing it wrong because I suck, but is there anything I'm missing from it? Is there anywhere we should be going? What am I missing? What is the hook for the game? I just don't get it. Like, I'm not seeing the hook just now. And if there's no full hook, I'm not seeing the benefit in extracting or like looting anything, because all the loot that I was finding just seemed meaningless.
Yeah, I'm just going through my stuff right now. I don't know if I'm going to sell anything just yet. I think maybe when you're starting out in a looter shooter or an extraction for the first time, I mean, not that I've played much before, but to me, I think it might make sense of just holding on to most of the things to begin with, build up your stash, and then after a couple of runs, seeing where you're at, selling what you want or can, and then try and replace them with some more useful tools that will come in handy moving forward. So I'm just going to build up my stash for now. I think I've got about 14 slots still available, which I'll fill up in this next run. Just making sure I've got everything in my backpack. Got some medium ammo. I've equipped a secondary gun now. I don't know if you have, Alistair, but I've got like a pistol as my secondary now as well. So I've got some medium ammo for my main weapon and some light ammo for my secondary. I've got an arc power cell. Don't know what that is, but for my quick use, obviously got bandages, shield recharger, got a light impact grenade and a smoke grenade if we need some cover. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm gonna go back to the main screen and ready up now, and then all good to go once you're ready, Alistair.
Yeah, so I'm in the main menu just now, so I need some medium ammo because I ran out very quickly there. I'm taking a Rattler 3 just because it sounds better. I'll equip a second weapon as well. I'm guessing anyone with a light Stitcher 1, Kettle 3, I'll take a kettle. Maybe make a cup of tea. They don't seem to like to do that in Spain. I was just there. Everything's all coffee, which is fine. Coffee's okay, it has its point. Basic combat augment supports stronger shields. What is this then? Looting. Basic looting augment. Alright, whatever. Let's just get me some light ammo as well. 3 of them. We'll hopefully pick up some more stuff. Let's go to the place that was closest to us at the top this time, I think. Okay, so I've got some ammo, I guess. Bandages. I don't know if you want to go and see if there's any like sort of quests that you can get, Chris, because there's a few quests. I'm seeing here that there's trinkets and things. Like I picked up a quest and I have to pick up like I think string or wire or something. I'm not really bothered. I'll see what happens as we play. I bought 2 pairs of binoculars and I can only sell them for less than half the price I bought them for. Don't even know what use they'll have. I've got a smoke grenade. I might as well take that. I'll put it in quick use as well. Bandage, shield recharger, light impact grenade. Well, I didn't know I had that, but hey, there we go. A Vita shot. Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'll leave the rest for trying to loot some stuff. Hopefully we'll get some cool things this time. It did ask me if I wanted to end the storm. Said something about a storm being there that would open up to more players and heavier or like more difficult NPCs. And I think for this stream we'll stick where we're at. I don't know. For me this isn't the Fortnite of extraction shooters. I haven't even played it, and I can see Marathon being that no matter what the public's opinion is of it on Twitter. I think that game just looks like a premium game. I wouldn't mind if I'd paid money for that. Whereas this, I'm currently at the would not buy because Delta Force is free and does it better at the moment. Stance on it, but I'm going to ready us up here. Hopefully, Chris took his quest. Like I've got trash into treasure, which I need to get 6 wires and a battery and clear a sky, so I have to destroy 3 arc enemies. I'll probably not do that, but if I can find some wire and a battery, let's go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the same task as you, so we're on the same path here and needing the same stuff.
So we've started at a different place.
Remember, Raider, you can wander around until you stumble upon what you need, or you can learn how to recycle and take matters into your own hands. Go to the electrical substation.
Are we? I think we should. Yeah, okay, that seems cool. Let's have a look at the water towers first. Oh, I forgot to mute myself in case you speak because of stupid audio issues. Hopefully for the fourth stream, we'll have figured this out. I really don't know what's going on because I've got everything that I really need. Like I said, if anyone in the chat knows, let me know. And why would I want to carry this? What is this? Does this go somewhere? I don't want to carry this. Why am I carrying metal? I don't want that. Just give me wire. So yeah, I mean, there's parts of it that look nice-ish. I wouldn't say it's a beautiful looking game, but again, like, let's have a look. System, graphics, field of view, motion blur disabled, idle, energy saving, limit frame rate and resolution to save energy. I don't know. So there's not even like many. You know how we usually get performance or something on PS5. There's nothing like that for me. Which is disappointing because obviously we're in the twilight years of the PS5, believe it or not. So having a Pro and not having any nice options, yeah, most disappointing. So I managed to climb the roof there for no reason. I'm going to have a look in this building here. Yeah, I just cracked my leg, I guess. Look, the slide mechanic's fine, but I mean, it's not fast-paced enough shooting for you to use that. What's this? Deliver field crate. Is what you... Oh, that's the thing that I said I wasn't carrying, Chris. I'm gonna go back for it. Watch my 6, as they say in all the games that I've seen.
Need to watch your own 6 half the time, you. Yeah, I just I set a waypoint to this electrical substation because I thought, well, saying that, we need to obtain 6 wires. I've already obtained 3 already in this run, so it's not exactly hard. Destroy 3 arc enemies. I mean, we've done that in the last run as well, I think. So there's certainly a nice little introduction to quests. I'm sure they get some of them get a lot harder than that. But yeah, it seems pretty easy so far. It's certainly plain sailing. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to do. We're about to find out.
Well, that wasn't what I wanted. I mean, I just want wire, and I know it's all this cool ammo, but really, I just want the wire and a battery. Yeah, do you know, if I know it's partly because my guy's dressed up like someone from Fallout, but the graphics feel very much like Fallout 4. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but well, yeah, it is a bad thing in 2025 when Fallout 4 was 10 years ago now at this point. You might be saying, "Oh, but it's your PlayStation 5. You should play on PC." Well, no. If I can play a game that looks this good in PS4, it's not my PS5. It's the game. Like I said, I've got the Pro. PS5 is more powerful than PS4, and I mean, this looks like Fallout 4 on PlayStation 4. And yeah, I'm a console gamer. I'm not a PC gamer, so I have to compare those. If it was free, I would. The reason for this rant from the start that I said I wouldn't continue but can't help doing is because it's paid for. Like, it's not a premium full price game, but I mean, it's still like $32. It's not cheap. If it was a tenner maybe and you got some stuff with it, fine, but it's not. And I don't even think there's a free version. So yeah, we'll see. So at the moment I've got my wires. I just need to find a battery. Chris is setting off car alarms and all sorts. Can you friendly fire in this? Yes. Sorry. I had to test. Do you need a bandage? I'll give you a bandage. How would I do that? Quick select. Yeah, look. I'll heal you. Can I heal you? He's just sad now because I got the flashlight on. Come on, let me heal you. So yeah, I think you can shoot people. I just shot Chris by accident. I was just testing it for the fans. Yeah, let's so in here what we have is battery. I've got a battery. Can I give Chris one battery to be kind so that we stop shooting each other so I don't die? Let me see if I can give him one. I don't even know if Chris has got a battery, but what I do want to do now that I've achieved an objective is I want to get out of here. So our nearest extraction is this one, I guess.
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
Yeah. What I'm feeling is this is very much like Scum, remember that game? Or like Rust. I don't really know the name of those games, but I'm pretty sure it's just survival. This feels very much more like a survival game than a fun jump in, jump out extraction game. Might just be me, but it's not sold it to me anyway during this stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head for this extraction here and see if we can leave. And then I can't say after my experience of that either that I'm particularly thrilled to play. I would be particularly thrilled to play this game. Like, it's not sold it to me. You can say it's a server slam all you want. It's out in like 2 weeks, I believe. But yeah, I'll let Chris say what, because some enemies might come out here. I'll let Chris talk some more now that I've talked some nonsense.
Yeah, I love how you want them to get out straight away as soon as you've completed an objective. I haven't even completed any of my tasks yet, and we had 20 minutes left. Guys, if you couldn't tell that Alistair's a bit of a wuss anyway, he's a little bit scared. He just wants to get out of here. Then there's your proof. But saying that, we could also just die any minute, and we'll regret not getting out. So I suppose you could look at it either way. Here we are. The doors are now opening. It does. I do kind of like this bit because these extraction points are so open, and it does make a lot of noise, and you just don't know if anyone's going to turn up and literally kill you on the spot. You know, that has got a bit of tension to it, those parts, and obviously there's a lot at stake as well, because you've just obviously done a huge run. Maybe you've collected lots of loot, done some objectives, maybe you've got some rare loot on you, you've got some new like weapon parts or some new guns, and then when you reach those extraction points, literally anyone could pop up and kill you there and then, you lose everything. So those extraction points are, intentionally obviously designed like that. They're meant to be open, meant to make a lot of noise, attract a lot of attention. I do like that because it raises the stakes. But yeah, I think you got more joy out of that run than I did, Alistair, because you're just worried about yourself, which I thought was a bit selfish, but there we are. It's done now, isn't it? You got your stuff, you completed your task, and here I am, empty-handed. Are we going again? Are we happy to go again? And
do you know what? We'll go again because you're such a moaning myrtle. You know, just because you started boasting on the stream about, oh, pretty easy to do this. I think I took down some enemies. I've already got me that I thought, well, maybe me will do stuff for me this time. And yeah, I did. I'm now on my second level of the skill tree. I'm happy to do one more run. I'm more than happy to support you, because clearly you need it now that I've finished more tasks than you. So yeah, I'll do one more run, buddy. No worries if you need a hand.
You're ever so kind, aren't you? Ever so kind. Thoughtful as always. Isn't it weird though, just totally off topic here, when you return back to the main menu, you've got a notification on your workshop, and it's Scrappy, the chicken, like, or the rooster, like, right, it's like, it's just a bit random, is it not? Like, you go from like this intense experience back to the menu, and then there's that waiting for you on the workshop. Random, but there we are. He gives me lots of loot. So there you are. Lots of, well, nothing special. Metal parts, fabric, plastic parts, chemicals. Again, I'm still yet to figure out. I don't know about you, Alice. I'm still yet to figure out about what everything sort of does, how it works, what it's used for. There is a lot to take on board. That's the only other thing about extraction shooters like this, is that there is just so much to take on board so quickly. You've got a lot of information on the screen, and there's different uses for different parts, different things. It can get a little bit overwhelming, I find, but then again, I don't play extraction shooters a lot, or looter shooters. Sort of like, I have obviously similar mechanics in like single player experiences, you know, like in The Division or Ghost Recon, or I don't know, even Far Cry, for example. It's an open world. You go around, you collect loot, you collect things to add to your inventory, and you know, you build up your character, you upgrade stuff. There's workshops, but this is on a totally different scale. Obviously, in those single player open world experiences, it's a bit more simplistic, easier to understand. But obviously, with experiences like this, when it is a designated looter shooter, extraction shooter, etc., I find some of the information on your screen and some of the vast options, that it can get a little bit overwhelming. You know, you don't know where to start, you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know what to prioritize, you don't always know what does what. But I suppose over time it's just something that you get accustomed to, I suppose. don't know if you feel the same way with these sort of games, Alistair, but certainly, like I love the concept of an extraction shooter. I love the concept of going out there, playing against other players. You know, it's intense. There's a lot at stake. Like I say, I love the concept of it. I just think sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I do want to like extraction shooters. I feel slightly more accomplished in that one. I know you don't, but we'll hopefully get you done, because to finish my other quest, I've basically got to shoot. I know you went and shot some robots when you got a fright in the first round. I have to shoot 3 of them down because I've done all the rest. But what I've seen here is there's also like crafting, which is not my favourite thing. Scrappy is just weird. Like it says train scrappy as well. Like I think that might mean that you can send the rooster out to like scavenge like bits that you need. And the higher level he is, the more. But it's just random. The workbench is, like I said, for crafting. You can install more stuff. You can see in my screen there's all the blankets and the things. So you can install like an explosive station, a gear bench, a gunsmith, med lab. If you go into Raider, obviously that's your skill tree and customization. You've got trials, scenarios where Raiders test the skills for rank in the full game. You've got projects, turn resources into rewards. You've got the codex, archive of discoveries. In your traders, these are all just different things you can buy and quests you can take on. There is an actual battle pass if you head over the top to decks. It's called the Raider deck. You can claim the first of 6 on the first page for free. And then I've got like 2 of the battle pass Arc Raider points or whatever they're called in blue. So not enough to buy anything just yet. And then if we go into the store itself, it's part of the full Arc Raiders experience. So we can't even see what they're selling there. But I mean, it's not the sort of game, unless they do crossovers, that I'd be too worried about cosmetics in, because it's not a graphical showpiece, and it is what it is. Like I said, and I'm mad about this, like Delta Force looks better and it's free, 0 monies. It's out right now on your PS5, PC, mobile phone, and it's getting a Metal Gear Solid crossover that I do want to play. Again, not sponsored by them, but if they want to, send me an email. We'll play another one here. I'm going to get another drink while this loads up and you decide what we're doing. So I'll load in. Again, it's just going to have to be damn Battlegrounds, because the Blue Gate, Stella Montes, the Spaceport and the Buried City are all locked to the full game. So we've got the Water Treatment Control, the Control Tower, Research and Admin, Testing Annex, Power Gen Complex, Hydroponic Dome Complex, and that's about it. It looks like there is space on the map for other things to be added if they wanted to expand, or maybe this is kind of just a small area of the map for the server stress test. But yeah, I'll start this up. End the Storm Aftermath. If you're ready for the full game experience, you can let the Storm Aftermath come to an end. I think we're fine just now. Like, the drones are hard enough to take down with the weapons we've currently got, so we'll say not yet. And then if we finish this one and Chris feels accomplished, maybe we'll do another one. Okay, so I'll say not yet. Pick our loadouts. Free loadout. If you're low on gear, the free loadout lets you go topside with a set of low level equipment. No, I want my custom loadout. And I'm going with exactly what I took the last time, because it seemed to work. So what I've got here is I've got a Rattler 3. I have a Kettle 2, a Light Shield, a Looting Mac 1, medium ammo and light ammo. I've got a smoke grenade, shield recharger, some bandages, a grenade impact, a light impact grenade. So, I'll let Chris take over just now while I go and get a drink, and I'll hit ready up because I'm ready. And then once Chris is ready, he's already ready? No. Anyway, over to Chris.
Yeah, well, I was about to look at my tasks. I think I've got to collect 3 more wires or something. Got to take down 3 arc robots as well. But we didn't really run into anyone or anything in that last run, did we? So Hopefully, I would like to see a bit more action. I want to get into the action. That's where we're going to get the most satisfaction out of, I think, and the most fun. So yeah, now we've just got to wait for Ali to come back. At least we've got 25 minutes on the clock. That